with a little bit of black in it. A lot of paint on my brush now. I want to wipe it down so it doesn't, not too bulky and chunky. There we go. And there's my black. I'm just going to get even a little bit more black right there. Take that yellow orange and try to meld it or blend it in. Being blended. Okay. Okay. Voila. Voila. Now I think I'm going to cut this around. I think I might make a layer of black around the edge. Totally black. So I'm just going to use my black, and I'm going to cut it out later. So I'm going to, I think it'll look nice like that. And I'll have my own color wheel. And you are going to make your own wheels as well. None of which will be actually wheels that will be perfectly round, but they don't need to be. So this is my flower wheel that I will cut out. And I'm not going to worry about the edge because I'll be cutting the edge. But this gives me an opportunity to clean up these edges and unify the whole picture because I'm going to have black all the way around it. Notice how I'm really worrying only about one edge at a time. And then the rest just doesn't matter. Sometimes kids get too hung up on coloring, having it within the line, but you don't really have to. It can become anything you want. And when you do want it to be exact, you can't worry about more than one side at a time. I'm focusing on this edge. The other edge will come later. This will be a nice contrast against the black. Oh, I don't like the way that one is. I'm going to get a small brush for that one. Or actually not so small. I'm going to use my pointy brush for that. See, I'm going to twirl it, and it's kind of in a point. So I can go in there. Because I made that mistake, so now I have to fix it. I'm going with it. I can't erase it, so I'm just going to go like that. There I go. So we have to be very flexible in painting because when you do something unintended, I don't even want to call it a mistake, it can lead you to something else that you didn't think of. And we have to work with it and make it work from there on. Because there's no way to erase that. I'm not starting over at this point after all that work. So I'll just reshape my design. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting all that out. Just get my brush off and, oops. And if I want to, I can actually now, when I have this pointy brush, I can enhance the shape of my flower a little bit by going like that. This black may need a little bit of water at this point. So, whoops. Hands are pretty dirty, huh? So, over here I'm going to make some demarcations between the leaves. And it would be my choice to go down as, do I want to go down that far? I don't think so, but, you know, I could if I wanted to. So I'm just going to go over there. And this is my option to correct anything I wanted to correct. I'm just going to go down a little bit in some places. I want my paint to be more fluid right now when I have a little brush. Remember, you want your paint the consistency of cream, not milk, not, well, maybe milk, but not 2% milk. You want it to be heavy cream or whole milk, definitely not skim milk. All right, my color wheel is done. I'm just going to cut it out, and that will be my color wheel. I'm just going to leave it like that. Now I go wash my brushes. Would like to cut it out. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut this out freehand. And again, I'm just echoing the shape that's there. And when I cut, I don't always have to cut one way. I can go one way in. It's a little wet now, but I'm just going to finish this up. There we go. And that's how I'll cut it out. Notice I'm cutting from both sides. So now I have to be careful where to hold it, as some of it's just drying. I'll cut this all off here. Then go back in and cut these nice little V's in it. cut off any points that I don't want.